So there's another series on AMC that has something to do with winds, huh? Do you hear that?
You know what a shit barometer is, Bob?
Oh?
Measures the shit pressure in the air. You can feel it. Listen, Bubs. Hear that? Sounds of the whispering winds of shit.
What the fuck are you going on about?
Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear anything.
Oh, but you will, my sorry little friend, when the old shit barometer rises, and you'll feel it too. Your ears will implode from the shit pressure. You were warned, Bubs. But you picked the wrong side. Beware, my friend. Shit winds are a-coming.
Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for today. We are starting a brand new series here on the channel. This is my review for the brand new hit AMC series. This one is called The Dark Winds. This is my review for Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot titled Monster Slayer. Alright guys, this is going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for today, and this one is going to be doing my very first ever review for a brand new series here on AMC and AMC Plus. This is my review for the pilot episode of a brand new series titled The Dark Winds. So, this is my review for a brand new AMC series. Obviously, you guys know me. I always try to keep up with a lot of the AMC projects just because AMC and the network in general is a very, very big, kind of channel with shows like The Walking Dead, shows like, Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, all that kind of stuff. So AMC is responsible for a lot of the best shows on television, if you ask me. So I was very, very curious to hear about a new project, which apparently is also co-written by George R. R. Martin, which I did not know until I watched this series. So this is written by Roberts, a guy named Roberts Rebman, I believe is his name. And you've also got George R. R. Martin, who is a part of this. So these are the two kind of writers, executive producers for this series. And this series, to give you guys a basic gist, if you're looking to kind of get into this series, I will say it is a series focused on the Native Americans. We basically follow, the Native Americans. They are kind of the leads for this series. And this is about a murder mystery that takes place, and it's kind of about, these kind of three police officers that are trying to kind of solve the case on who did this, how did it happen, that sort of thing, all while kind of surrounded by, a lot of different characters, such as some FBI, agents, some, people that are kind of more, peaceful, I guess, which are kind of like the father and, the pastor and stuff like that. And then you've got our three main characters, which are Joe, that is our main character for this series. He's kind of our lead for this show. You've also got what I would consider to be the two kind of second main characters, which are Jim Chi, who is kind of a additional member of the sheriff of the police who kind of comes in there and who kind of joins this case and stuff like that, and kind of comes from outside of town. He kind of comes and helps Joe with his investigation. And then you've also got a female cop who's named Bernadette, who is another, police officer. She's also kind of helping Joe with his investigation. And the three of them are trying to figure out what happened with this murder that happens, within their town, right? So that's kind of the general idea. But there's a lot of mystery behind this series as well, too. Who is the one that killed these two people, which are a little girl and a older guy who basically, were killed late at night in this, motel. And you've got Joe that basically kind of, solves the case, trying to kind of figure out who did this and stuff. And that's kind of your general idea for this pilot, which I think is a really cool concept. And, well, let's get into some of the plot, okay? So we get started with the opening scene, which had me very, very interested basically right off the bat, as you kind of got this heist that's going on, and you got these people that are, from what I can tell, kind of like robbing a bank or something, and you've got this police officer that is apparently undercover and actually ends up helping these people, kind of get away in this, helicopter. They manage to get away. And we kind of wonder throughout this entire episode, like, where did these men go? Where did they go after this? We never really saw where they went. And you've got Joe in this one that kind of discovers these two dead bodies that were murdered in this hotel, right? So you get that. He's kind of doing the investigating. He kind of promises some of the families, like, we'll find who did this and this and that. And I actually find it crazy how it's like, you got the one lady that's like, since when did they ever give a shit about us, like the Native Americans? Like, since when did they ever care about us, And Joe promises them that he's, gonna get to it. He's gonna, find out who did this and stuff like that. So this is when we get introduced to the Chi character. He kind of comes in, Jim Chi, who is kind of his, his partner in this, right? He kind of, comes in, helps him kind of try to figure all this out, which I thought to be pretty interesting. And we also get introduced to Whiteover, who I think is the guy's name, who is the one of the main like FBI agents in this one, who basically talks to Joe about kind of this case and this and that. And this guy is played by Jenner, who I know from The Walking Dead. So I was very, very thrilled to see this guy in this. I know him as Jenner from The Walking Dead, and now he is the FBI, who's kind of trying to help, solve this case. Help solve this case, right? So he's kind of involved in this one, and we find out, and this is kind of the interesting twist as we get further into this, that Chi, who is the partner that helps Joe solve this case, is actually undercover FBI agent for this guy. And you find out that he's actually a undercover like FBI agent the entire time. He's not a cop at all. So that's pretty darn interesting. And you kind of get that twist in this one near the end of the episode, which I thought to be pretty crazy. Now, we also do get to learn a little bit more about the characters in this one. We get Joe, we get introduced to his wife, Emma, and we also got this woman named Sally, who's pregnant, that they're kind of like taking care of, right? And, let's just say we kind of get introduced to a pretty interesting character in this one, who I guess has some sort of like powers or something. She's got some sort of like weird stuff going on with her, and it's the only part of the episode that I got to admit I wasn't too sure what was really going on with this character. She's possessed or something. I don't know. It's very, very weird, but we do see a character like that in this one as well too, as they're kind of doing their investigations. And the episode ends with them, they kind of, find this helicopter that crashed, and we see that it crashed into this river. And apparently, whoever these people were, they obviously must be dead because the helicopter crashed. So, obviously, I'm not going to get into any more details because that's only the first episode. But in terms of a pilot, in terms of a first episode, introducing the characters, the concept, the idea of it, I really like it. I think it's a really interesting concept for a series. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and say that this is a solid 9 out of 10. I think it's a really, really interesting kind of beginning to a show. I really like the Joe character so far. I find she to be very interesting. Bernadette is also really cool so far, and obviously, I've seen 3 episodes ahead, so I won't go into any details. But, obviously, if you want to hear my thoughts on the rest of the series, that is going to be in further review, so stay tuned for that. But that is it for this review, guys. Really interesting start to a brand new series. I hope to see, the Dark Winds continue for a while. I do know that it is renewed for a second season, so as long as the quality continues like this, I will definitely cover this series. I think it's a very, very interesting show so far, and I like it quite a bit. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. Write your comments in the comment section below, and of course, guys, if you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any future reviews for the Dark Winds. Follow Dan's Walking Reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another video for the Dark Winds. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.